You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network. TESPN.
Welcome to this week's TESPN Podcast. We are thrilled to be joined by senior football players Sam DeFrancesca and Hugh Stone. I'm joined, as usual, by TESPN President, also a senior, Abby Miller. And as we film this, it is about 10 o'clock on Thursday morning, T-minus 50 hours until the state championship game. Benedictine at Trinity Episcopal, Aycock Stadium, right down below to our left, will be the site. The winner of this game has won every state championship in Vista Division I football in the 2020s. You all have seen them in the playoffs this will be the fifth year in a row, including the fourth time in the championship game. And these two teams just played 2 weeks ago in a thriller that you all prevailed 26-21 with a late touchdown to take the lead and then a defensive stand on an untimed down at the last play of the game. So we know these two teams are very evenly matched, big rivalry. As we get closer and closer to kickoff for what will be the final game of y'all's high school career, just how are you feeling? How are you managing your emotions, Sam?
Yeah, so going into this week, it's obviously my last high school football game, but I think more importantly, it's a Trinity Benedictine football game. So I think there's a lot of hype around this game, but ultimately it comes down to just doing your job every play.
Your high school football career is coming to an end, and there's no other way to end it than the chance we have on Saturday.
Yeah, so I've asked this question every interview I've done. Kind of like, I know both of you are going to play at the collegiate level next year, so just kind of like, what's a lesson that you feel like football's taught you that you're going to take with you?
Yeah, football's definitely taught me how to deal with adversity. Throughout the season, we can go throughout my career, but also just the season as a team, we face adversity, but we've learned from those lessons. I feel like that's made us the team we are now. Competing for the state championship, we feel very close as a team, and I'm glad we've gotten those lessons because we've learned from them, and we're very excited to showcase our talents on Saturday.
Football's taught me a lot of life lessons on how to become how to be part of something bigger than yourself, how you can play a role and how it can help other people around you, and really showing up every day for the people that play beside you for 4 or 5 months out of the year.
And I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but in terms of Abby's question, both of y'all going on to play in college. Sam at University of Richmond, just a few miles down the road, so it's exciting. We'll get to see you play a lot. And then Huey headed to Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, a very high academic Division III school. So really proud of both you guys. Obviously, University of Richmond's a great, great academic school as well as football. Shifting to the on-field, both of you play tight end. Huey also great punter, and you've been the starting punter for 4 years. But let's talk about the tight end position first. How do you all roll? Obviously you have role blocking in the run game. Y'all do some personnel where you're both on the field at the same time. Both of you guys get out of the line of scrimmage and catch some passes and get in formations and things of that nature. Just speak on your role as the two tight ends on this pretty prolific Titan offense.
Yeah, as a tight end, you obviously have to be very versatile. You have to be in the run and the pass game, but also play an important part in the special teams. Huey as the punter, but you have to kind of be willing to do anything as a tight end, but also have the brains. Obviously, both of us are going to great colleges, but it's a very good, both of us are going to good schools. And you have to be smart on the field because you have to know almost as much as a QB, if not more, every play, just to know the different formations. And when we're both in together, we make a great impact on the field.
Something special about our offense is obviously the two tight end set that we've been running most of the year. And we joke about it sometimes that we play completely different roles, even though we play the same position. Sam has the luxury of being a hand down in the dirt, more on the ball tight end, and I'm kind of the move guy. I move in motion just about every single play, and I'm more in the backfield. And that's super, super enjoyable. And as he spoke, it's very it's very hard. You need to know a lot. You need to know the entire run schemes. You need to know all the pass plays. You need to know the pass blocking sets, how you do it, which way to slide, which way you do, where to chip, where to go, what route depth, what pull, obviously. And it's enjoyable. It's fun.
Okay, I have a little bit more of like a lighthearted question. So my question is, other than the state championship, what's like your favorite memory from Trinity?
Yeah. Obviously, I feel like this week's game is going to be the best memory I have, especially as a senior. But, I mean, seeing kind of as a team, like the senior class coming together throughout the years, I feel like that's been very special to see, kind of us coming in. I came in as an 8th grader. But us kind of just growing up together and seeing how everybody matures and kind of strives toward their dreams and goals, it's been very special to see.
I don't have a specific memory of a moment that was my favorite, but definitely some of my favorite memories in life is like after games, after long practices, sitting in a locker room for like an hour after practice, just joking and talking and about anything and everything. That's some of the most fun I've ever had in my life.
And just thinking through y'all's careers, I mean, 9th grade, you had a dominant, undefeated season, very few close games. Probably didn't get a ton of snaps other than Huey as the punter, but to be honest, that team didn't punt very much.
No, it didn't.
And then y'all sophomore year, some really exciting wins. Come from behind win at St. Christopher's, incredible, last second field goal in the state semifinal against Flint Hill are a couple that leap to mind, as well as a regular season win against Benedictine over Huguenot High School under the lights. Some really exciting games. Last year, again, a close win against St. Christopher's leaps to mind. And then the game this year, on your senior day, are just a few of the really probably special ones. But as of now, I know, Hugh, you kind of deflected from a specific game, but now that I maybe remind you of a few big ones you played in, is there any, the one against, I think it was it St. Mary's Riken at
in the dome.
Up in the dome?
Yeah,
like that
was my first start.
That was probably the closest game, I think, y'all's freshman year. So now that I've given you a little bit of a menu of some that I remember, did any one of those stand out as just feeling particularly great when it ended, or you can't really pick one?
Particularly Episcopal, my sophomore year. We were scheduled to play them on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Some things happened. They rescheduled us. They made us play them at like 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And they expected us to come out super, super flat and like foggy and moggy, but we ended up coming out and waxing them, and they still have yet to play us afterwards.
Yeah.
Statement.
Yeah, I remember that game because that was actually my first touchdown in my career. So, but yeah, I think we're just kind of on a mission right now, and we're looking forward to Saturday and putting in the work every single day to get there.
Yeah, and then thinking about Saturday, what it's going to be like, thousands of people on this campus, two great rivals that are very closely matched, both teams with only one loss on the season. And again, the state championship has gone through Trinity and Benedictine, really you all's entire high school career, and even a little bit before that. Just what do you think as you think ahead to it? I don't really want to ask about the specifics of a game plan or anything of that nature, but just what are the thoughts as you know it'll be your last time putting on that uniform, your last time playing on the turf at ACOG Stadium, the last time coming out of that locker room with your brothers? What are just your thoughts of what that might be like on the day?
It's no longer, there's nothing left. It's everything you got. And particularly, we are playing for ourselves, obviously, but we're playing for, there's 12 seniors on the team. Only about 4 or 5 have a opportunity to go play after college. We're playing for the people that may never get the chance to put pads on ever again. There's no mural football, there's no pickup football, there's no chance after high school, if you don't play in college obviously, or professional, to put the pads back on. And this is, for some people, the last time that they will ever do so, and that's who we play for on Saturday.
That's an incredible point. And Sam, before you answer that question, I just really want to underscore what Huey said, because yeah, like the two sports I played in high school, soccer and basketball, even though I didn't play at the collegiate level, like you can still play in adult basketball leagues
I see you
and
playing
soccer
picked up
leagues.
regular in some classes.
Yeah, so I mean, those are sports that you can just get a few people together and go. But football, real tackle football, 11 on 11, that is not, you can't just go to the park and do that. And things happen on a football field, there will be a crime outside of the lines. So that's a really phenomenal point that I had not thought of. And JJ and I, maybe we'll bring that into the broadcast of reiterating your point, and we'll make sure to give you credit when we do that. I'm looking at JJ here, our analyst who's right behind the camera today. But stay tuned. JJ and I are going to break down a little preview of the game here in a couple minutes. But and yeah, Sam, same question for you. Just what do you expect? And part of the reason I ask is if you think about it now, hopefully it won't overwhelm you in the moment. But what's it going to be like putting on that Titan uniform for one last go around?
Yeah, so I kind of joke with my parents, like they love Final Score Friday. They always want to show me what happened. They love it. And credit to them, but kind of as a player, I don't really like to see that stuff. I like to watch a film, the X's and O's, give it my all. So it's kind of funny, but obviously, I mean, like Hugh said, he made a great point. It's a big game, but you're just playing for kind of the training community. Kind of something I've learned throughout football is that your senior year football will be your best experience no matter what. I mean, you ask like college players, NFL players, they always come back to that senior year of high school football. So you're really just trying to leave it all out on the field, honestly, and for the community. So I'm really excited.
And that point about for the community, it's really interesting to me because I've been part of this community for so long, so it means a great deal to me. But seeing the looks on the faces of your fellow students, not the players, but the students in the student section and on the field after the last Benedictine game, it means so much to all of them. And you all are able, because you have a gift, to then pass on and share a gift with your fellow Titans that they may wish to be on the field, but they don't have the size or the speed or the skill that you guys have. But it means like seeing the looks in the eyes of the people on both sides of this too. I mean, the cadets as well. Like it means a lot to all of them. And these bonds we have with our school communities, especially at special institutions like Trinity Episcopal and like Benedictine, is really kind of like what it's all about. And to your point, like you hear NFL guys talk about their senior year of high school as still like a highlight of their football career, is pretty special. All right, let's end it with a little lightning round. We'll do 4 or 5 quick questions, quick answers, whatever comes to mind. Let's start with who is your funniest teammate?
Trey Cherry.
Trey, yeah.
I think it's Hugh Stone, but okay, who's the funniest coach on the staff?
Wally Rayner.
Timon.
What has been your favorite class you've taken at Trinity?
French.
Mr. Deacon's English class.
What grade was that?
11th last year.
Who is your favorite like NFL player that you maybe is a role model?
Brock Bowers.
Russell Wilson. It's my favorite player of all time.
That's good for you, Huey. He had a lovely career. Had being the key word there.
It's over.
Of all sports teams that you could follow, college, NFL, NBA, MLB, anything, who's the team you care about the most?
TCU.
That's a good question. Seattle Seahawks.
And finally, when your younger underclass teammates talk about you in future years after you've gone on to college, what would you like them to say about you? How do you want to be remembered in your Titan football career?
He cared about the team.
I want to be remembered as somebody that always cared.
Caring, that's what it's all about. Sharing and caring. Today, these guys shared with you thoughts on this game. It's going to be awesome on Saturday. High noon, 12 o'clock on November the 15th, Aycock Stadium. Be here if you can. If not, TSPN will have the coverage for you. And stick around. We're going to have JJ Welcher, our analyst, on to break down the game briefly here in just a minute. Thank you.